Hello, first grade poets. It's time for some fun poetry. Right now, we're going to do a little bit more reading from the book Poems for Kids. There's that colon. So the colon, the two dots, can also mean, um, basically it means the same as, or for example. So in this case, it's Poems for Kids. For example, household items. So this is a book of poems that are about things you would find around the house, right? And yesterday we read a poem about the bed, a lamp, a broom, calendar. I still think calendar is spelled incorrectly, an umbrella. And I don't remember if we read about the chair or the knife, but I thought we'd start today reading about the plant. Maybe this is about Peter. We'll see. I hypothesize that this is a poem about Peter. All right. It says, I am green, bear fruit, flowers and fruits. I have many parts, leaves, stem, and roots. I purify air too. I'm called a plant. Put me anywhere, and oxygen I shall grant. So, fruits rhymes with roots. Plant rhymes with grant. Is this a poem about Peter? Well, I think Peter does many wonderful things, but I don't think he has leaves or stem or roots. But anyway, it would be nice to write a poem about Peter Plant. We'll have to do that someday. All right. I hope it's okay if I'm joking around, Peter. You have a cool name, because I love plants. All right. This poem is all about a computer. It says, come watch a movie or play some games. I'll send mails to your friends. Just type their names. Come complete your project. I'll help you out. My name is Computer. I'm always talked about. Come watch a movie or play some games. I'll send mails to your friends. Just type their names. Come complete your project. I'll help you out. My name is Computer. I'm always talked about. I've often found it helps to read a poem a couple times just to get the flow. You read it the first time to get the idea of the poem, and then read it the second time, you can read a little bit faster and smoother. So games rhymes with names. Out rhymes with about. Cool. Fan, like a ceiling fan. See the picture of the ceiling fan? All right, in fact, right up here above me is a ceiling fan too. All right, there's the big window looking out at my neighborhood. Back to the book, the poem about fan. It says, I have a body and 3 long hands. I'm found everywhere, whether mountain or land. I throw air. I'm called a fan. I hate the winter season when I get a ban. Get it? Let's try it again now. I have a body and 3 long hands. I'm found everywhere, whether mountain or land. I throw air. I'm called a fan. I hate the winter season when I get a ban. You know what a ban is? Like to be forbidden or told not to do something. Well, in the winter, when it's cold, most people don't use a fan. So you could say the fan is banned, right? All right. let's go. Oh, that's the last page in this book. All right, so fan rhyme, air and everywhere rhyme. All right, let's close this up, and I found some more great poems by Shel Silverstein. By the way, the title of the book is A Light in the Attic. Poems and Drawings by Shel Silverstein. So, yesterday we read about the rock and roll band and we read about the reflection, but this, I don't know, does this ever happen to you? You have an unscratchable itch because it's right in the middle of your back where you can't reach. Let's read about it. When there's nothing else to do about something, you might as well write a poem about it. It says, there is a spot that you can't scratch, right between your shoulder blades. Like an egg that just won't hatch, here you set, and there it stays. Turn and squirm and try to reach it, twist your neck and bend your back, hear your elbows creak and crack, stretch your fingers, now you bet it's gonna reach. No, that won't get it. Hold your breath and stretch and pray, only just an inch away. Worse than a sunbeam that you can't catch is that one spot that you can't scratch. Isn't that the truth? So, scratch rhymes with hatch, back rhymes with crack, bet rhymes with get, pray rhymes with away, catch rhymes with scratch. Ooh, I thought of you guys when I saw this poem because look at the title. A-T-I-O-N-S. What's that spell? Asians. Asians. Let's read the poem. You'll see why it's called Asians. If we meet and I say hi, that's a salutation. If you ask me how I feel, that's consideration. If we stop and talk a while, that's a conversation. If we understand each other, that's communication. If we argue, scream, and fight, well, that's an altercation. If later we apologize, that's reconciliation. If we help each other home, that's cooperation. And all these Asians added up make civilization. And if I say this is a wonderful poem, is that an exaggeration? Oh, this is one of my favorite poems of all time. Partly because you first graders are the best class I ever had at finding words and celebrating words that end in T-I-O-N. Shun. They have the shun in them. Let's try it one more time. If we meet and I say hi, that's a salutation. If you ask me how I feel, that's consideration. If we stop and talk a while, that's a conversation. If we understand each other, that's communication. If we argue, scream, and fight, well, that's an altercation. If we later apologize, that's called reconciliation. If we help each other get home, that's cooperation. And all these Asians added up make civilization. And if I say this is a wonderful poem, is that exaggeration? What do you think? I think it's not exaggeration. I think it's a wonderful poem because it reminds me of you. All right, here's a funny one. It's called Hot Dog. Ooh, look, there's a guy, and there's the hot dog. He's got a string attached to it. It says, I have a hot dog for a pet, the only kind my folks would let me get. He does smell sorta bad, and yet he absolutely never gets the sofa wet. We have a butcher for a vet, the strangest vet you've ever met. Guess we're the weirdest family yet to have a hot dog for a pet. Lots of rhyming words there, right? Pet, let, get, yet, wet, vet, met. Lots. Hot dog. All right. I think there was one more poem that I thought you would enjoy. And since we've been learning about shapes in math, well, it's called Shapes. It says, a square was sitting quietly outside his rectangular shack when a triangle came down kerplunk and stuck him in the back. I must go to the hospital, cried the wounded square. So a passing rolling circle picked him up and took him there. See the rolling circle taking the square, putting him on his back and taking him to the hospital, and the square's got the triangle stuck in his back. A square was sitting quietly outside his rectangular shack when a triangle came down kerplunk and struck him in the back. I must go to the hospital, cried the wounded square. So a passing, rolling circle picked him up and took him there. All right, great poems. So if you want, I thought it would be fun to just try writing a really quick animal poem. And yesterday I showed you how to plan your animal poem. We made a web with a circle in the middle and 4 spokes to plan. This is our plan of our poem. And in the middle we put the name of our favorite animal. I wrote dolphin. And on each spoke I put an adjective to describe the dolphin. So I said dolphins are gray, happy, cute, and can you see it? Squeaky. So now to continue your plan, the next step is to find a rhyming word that rhymes with each adjective. So what rhymes with gray? Say, day, play. What would be something, that if possible, if it's a rhyming word that might have something to do with your animal? Like I just said, play. Well, dolphins are known, they're famous. They love to play. They're very social animals. So I'm going to write play. So in our poem, we're going to come up with lines that rhyme, end with gray and play. All right. Happy. What are some words that rhyme with happy? Snappy, flappy. Sometimes a name for a dad is Pappy. I'm going to go flappy because they have flippers, right? You could say their flippers are flappy or their fins are flappy. So underneath happy, on the other side of the spoke, I'm just going to write flappy. All right. Cute. What are some words that rhyme with cute? see, flute or shoot or suit or mute. I think I'm going to go with suit. Like you could say that their skin, it looks like a suit, right? Their flubber looks like a suit. All right, the last adjective is squeaky. Squeaky. All right. Squeaky. What would be some words that rhyme with squeaky? How about creaky or sneaky or peaky? Leaky. I think, so would any of those words, could you think of something that would be something that might be about a dolphin? We're saying that they make squeaky sounds. They could also be said they sound creaky, right? Creak. All right, I'm going to go creaky. Have you ever heard dolphin sounds? Sometimes they go like, it's kind of creaky as well as squeaky. All right, so now we have finished our plan and beginning to get some outline of what our lines in our poem might be like. So I'm going to write a poem about a dolphin. So tomorrow I'll show you how to make your sloppy copy. But this is kind of what it's going to be like. Like I might say, well, you could say like dolphins look very gray. They swim all day and they like to play. Dolphins are very happy. Sometimes they wave their fins and they look very flappy. Dolphins are oh so cute. Their gray and white flubber looks like a very sharp suit. I'm just making this up as I go along. Dolphins make sounds that are squeaky. They kind of sound like a door that's creaky. I don't know if that's what I'm going to have tomorrow for our sloppy copy, but I'm going to show you tomorrow how to turn these ideas into lines that look like a poem. So I hope that you try this at home. It's just for fun. So write the name of an animal in the center. Try to pick something other than a dolphin. 4 spokes, 4 adjectives, and on the other side of the spoke, a word that rhymes with the adjectives. All right, first graders, great job. I hope you have a most excellent day.